Fucking hell. I'd say this morning went as wrong as it possibly could on my way home. I forgot to record the journey like a tit. I spent all my time before leaving getting my waterproofs on, and then it stopped raining, so that was a waste of effort. And then once home, I realised why I've been getting so wet on my rides. Basically, the waterproof onesie I've got consists of basically two linings, and the inner and outer have separated around the tops of the legs and then have shredded. Basically, there's just tons of little bits that are attached and not attached. Henceforth, I've been getting feckin' soaked. All the water's just been running through the first layer, where it should be meeting the second layer, which is the waterproof. There's just been holes. So of course I've been getting to work with a completely soaking wet crotch for months, because that's slowly been happening. And I only realised this morning. Fortunately it hadn't rained, but still everything was downhill this morning. What a fucking nightmare it was. And then this afternoon, I had my first interaction with a motorcycle courier who I don't know on a personal level. So this is somebody I don't know. Basically, me, the missus and kid in the car, going to the shops to get some stuff before going to a birthday party, which I've just come back from to go to work. And as we're driving along, we approach a road and I can see nothing but parked cars on one side. So obviously with cars coming the other way, I had to stop. Now this biker sat behind me, this motorcycle courier on an L plate, getting very irate and very frustrated. And I wouldn't say he was a young man. I'd say he was maybe late 20s, early 30s. Looked it. Either that or he's had a fucking hard life. But he starts getting like really arsey. Oh no. I know that feeling. I think I'm running out of fuel. Not good. But anyway, he starts getting really arsey right behind me. Yeah, losing power! Losing power! Oh, fucking hell. Yeah.
Nope.
She dead. She dead. Okay. Gotta get neutral and just knock my fuel tap over. Right. Running on reserve! Fuck! Anyway. So yeah, he's sat behind me, he's getting really irate and he's starting to lose his temper a bit. And then I say him a chance and I go. Obviously I'm now driving on the opposite side of the road into traffic. And as I'm going along, a car pulls out of the side road, learner. So obviously, I had to pull in. You know, I'm on the wrong side of the road, the learner's coming straight at me, it's his right of way, you pull in. He hadn't flashed me, so therefore he wasn't giving me right of way. Now as I pulled in, he then stopped. So I can see why the biker would be frustrated at that, because obviously now the person's let you through, but you've already pulled in. So I was like, fuck it, just let him go through. Get to the next junction. Now very much like this junction up ahead, I pulled up to the line and I was turning left, and in the left hand lane was a car coming down. So obviously you've got to wait for that car to pass. Theory. Well, he's there behind me fucking mouthing off. He's like, come on, fucking hell, I got places to fucking be. And all that shit. So he starts getting like really fucked off with me. You know, really fucking aggroed. And I'm like, well, shit, what the fuck is your problem? I can't go anywhere. So cool down. Anyway, pull out into the traffic. And then as soon as I pulled out, he's overtaken me. He cuts in front of a vehicle which is pulling out of a junction. He then sits on the ass of the car in front of me. And I'm not talking like just behind them. I'm talking close enough to be able to reach out and touch the car in front. And he was like practically on their corner. Like I am now to this person, but doing 30. So imagine doing 30 at the back driver's side corner of a car, close enough so you could reach out and touch the car. I was in fucking shock at this guy's stupidity. Because he's there endangering himself and others. And then he goes for another dodgy overtake and gets on the back of a Morrison's van. And he's doing the same to the Morrison's van. He's so close you could touch him. You know, if the van had put his foot to the brake, the biker wouldn't have stood a fucking chance. And all I kept thinking when I looked at this lad, I was like, you're a fucking idiot. You're endangering your life because you've got to get back to the depot on time. Is it worth it? No, it's fucking not. Chill out. I know you've got deadlines, but fucking hell, is your life worth so little that you would endanger it riding like a complete fucking idiot? And then it made me to think about it some more, because I was talking to the missus about it, and she was like, oh, I'm glad you don't ride like that. Well, so am I. I'd be fucking dead. I'm fucking surprised he isn't. But, you know, it made me think. I was like, would I want my packages handled by a courier? And now I'm thinking, no. Now, before that, before I'd interacted with this guy, I thought motorcycle couriers was one of the best ideas in the world. Because it is good, you know, you can get places quicker, provided you ride safe. And for the smaller items, it's just better. But then I thought about this tit handling something of mine, and I was like, no, I wouldn't get a motorcycle courier after seeing that lad ride. I fucking wouldn't. And I just thought to myself, so your primary source of income is motorcycle courier, and you act like that. Effing and fucking jeffing at people. No, I know I just said it. But you know, you're swearing at people, you're telling them to fucking hurry up because you've got places to be, and mouthing off and doing dodgy overtakes and slamming on the brakes behind other vehicles because they're not going faster. What the fuck are you doing? That's a completely retarded attitude to your own employment. You're a self-employed motorcycle courier, and if the number had been on the back of the box, I'm damn certain I would have remembered who that company was, and I'd make sure I never used them after that performance. But these fucking idiots. My only regret is that I don't have an in-car camera, because it's not actually my car at the moment. And I wish I did. I wish I had a car camera, because it would have recorded the whole thing. But this guy was such a fucking idiot. I just couldn't believe his attitude towards it. Like, the whole world was there to slow him down, in his opinion. And he was acting like it. I mean, he made up 2 car lengths by the time we got to the lights. If he just sat behind me to the lights, he could have filtered past everyone and then, you know, got to the front of the queue. But because he was being such a dick to the van and sitting so close to his ass, the van stopped him from overtaking. So in the end, he didn't make as much progress as he could have done if he'd just been a calm rider about it. I was about to say calm biker. I'm plugging that fucker's channel. Fuck you, Carmi. You'll get no more plugs on my channel. But no, you know, if you just take your time and have a good attitude towards the way you ride and the way you interact with other people on the road, other people are more willing to accept you. But this guy was just a real dickhead. And it's made me look at motorcycle couriers completely different. And I know they're not all going to be like that. I know I know quite a few actually who are doing it. The Lewis Vlogs 1 did it for a considerable time. I did it for a short time as in the pizza capacity. But I just don't get it. I don't get how they think that attitude of riding up behind people, getting on their eyes, yelling abuse at them, doing dodgy overtakes, nearly taking off the mirrors. I don't see how they think that's going to help their employment. Because I'll tell you what, if I had something delivered by him, it'd be damaged. Guarantee it, because of the way he rides. And you know the type, he's got one of these 125s, it's got a sports fairing all over it, and it's covered in fucking stickers, like Think Bike on the sun visory bit, and all his favourite MotoGP stickers and race tracks he's going to go to are on there, and it's one of them. And you just think to yourself, I have no respect for you, you are a complete tit, and you are ruining motorcycling for everyone, because everyone thinks we're going to act like you, and you're a fucking tit. Now go on, I left that space for me, but don't worry about it. Don't fucking slow down now you pulled in front of me. Fucking Christ. But yeah, I took nothing away from that rider except the fact that he is a complete and utter tit, and I wouldn't trust him with his own life, never mind my package or anybody else's life. And it severely annoyed me, his actions, the effect they have on us as bikers and people's perception of us as bikers. Like, I know people are going to look at him and go, he's a fucking dickhead, that one. And next time they see a biker, they'll remember that and project. That biker might be sitting in traffic perfectly normal, or doing a little bit of filtering, perfectly healthy and safety and all that shit. But all they'll have in their mind is that dickhead fucking delivery guy. And that's what annoys me. Because it's them reflecting on us. Fucking so little respect. Sorry, rant video, whoa, big piece of paper. I could not believe how dangerous he was. Because I'm going to speak about this in the immediate future, but as a car driver in that situation, if he'd hit the side of my future father-in-law's car and come off his bike, I wouldn't have been hurt. Yeah, I'd have been mildly annoyed. My kid may have been a bit upset, but ultimately I'd have been perfectly fine. I just had to deal with some idiot biker turning around and going, "Oh, you fucking hit me!" Despite the fact it was his idiot behaviour that caused the accident. It's just, you're like, what the fuck are you playing at? It's your safety and your livelihood we're talking about. It's not even just your safety, you're talking about your job. Your actual form of employment, the way you make your living, and you act like that. Fucking dense bastard. Zero respect from me in that respect. In that, you get zero respect from me because you prove that you're a tit. Salmon. I'm having one of them days I am extremely tired. I didn't sleep well, I had to go to a children's party at one of them funky, monkey, spunkled gymnasium things where everything's wrapped in fucking bubble wrap so the kids don't hurt themselves, but they still do because they're dicks. I had to go sit at one of them for ages. I had a fucking headache because all the little fucking brats running around screeching, despite the fact they're only 2 inches from the person they're talking to and 4 inches from you. Shut up, you little twat. Love kids. Not really.